When it comes to the overall income that you have in your clinic, every month, in order for anybody in our clinics to be paid out any type of bonuses, they have to hit what's called a viability number or a vitality number. It's interchangeable. What that number is, it is our payroll costs times 3 to 4x. Now, if you do that on average, that means your clinic will be profitable. If you take your payroll and you multiply it by 3 to 4x, most of the time your clinic will be profitable, because that means that your viability number, again, if your payroll is $10,000, you multiply that by 3 to 4, and so between $30,000 and $40,000 is where your viability number is going to be. Our goal payroll is roughly 20% or less of our overall monthly income. So if our monthly income is $100,000, payroll needs to be $20,000 or less in order for the business to grow. If you look through other clinics and other medical companies, etc., once payroll, and my years of doing this, once payroll in a company is above 30%, I know that that company is not profitable. It just isn't, because of marketing, because of extra staffing, because of the cost of goods. All the profit margin goes away if your payroll is above 30% of your income. So again, a business will go up and down, up and down, up and down. So if the business goes down and you see 3 months where you're not profitable and your payroll is 40% of your income, guess what? You're overstaffed, or you're paying too much for the staff that you have. You either have to cut staff, cut hours, cut days, or lower payroll. Anything you can do to lower that payroll below 30%, you have to do. Cost of goods, again, this varies. It depends on each company. Your cost of goods could be between 10 to 30% depending on what you're providing. Some medications have a much higher cost of goods than others. That being said, that's why we went and built our own verticals into our business to lower our cost of goods. So when we were supplying ourselves, our cost of goods could be controlled. But you're not going to be able to do that until you have economies of scale, multiple clinics, millions of dollars coming in. Marketing, we spend at least 10% of our gross income on marketing. So as the gross income increases, our marketing increases. So if we're making $1 million, then 10% of that, $100,000, should be put towards marketing. The way our math is, we're about 7% overall right now in Genesis, which is a good number. So we can push that up though and increase our margins. Overall profit margin, I will tell you, after sitting in front of probably dozens at this point, private equity companies, venture capitalist companies, people who are looking to acquire us, people who we are looking to acquire, I will tell you that industry standard profit margin is going to be between 20 to 23%, 25% on the high end. Genesis is around 30%. So we have higher profit margins than most other people. But again, we've controlled for things like cost of goods, expenses like payroll, our marketing, etc. So that's where you want to look at for overall profit margins, industry standard 20 to 30%. So have that in your mind, where if you're going to make $1 million, guess what? Your net profits after that is going to be between $200,000 to $300,000 on the high end. Just letting you know that right now. So don't feel like you're terrible if your clinic is doing $1 million and you're only profiting 200 to 300K. That is industry standard. So keep that in mind, and that's the reality of being a business owner and an entrepreneur.